the grades for the fourth 6 weeks. So let me go to, oops, that's not even the right thing. Let's go to this week. So they postponed the deadline for our grades to Thursday. It was supposed to be today at noon, but obviously all last week we had trouble with the computers. I mean, you can't get online and grade things in your virtual classroom if you don't have electricity to get on the internet, and students can't turn things in. So everything has been sort of extended. Our grades are due Thursday. So if you have not had a chance to turn in the last 2 assignments, which are the scholarship evidence, it's right here. I moved it up to be under this week. The scholarship evidence right here, you can see that some people have yet to turn that in. Then you need to do that. Let's say the cutoff needs to be like midday Wednesday. I need to have time to look at it before grades upload on Thursday. And I teach all day on Thursdays. So yeah, if you get that to me today or tomorrow, you know, your screenshots, that'd be good. The other assignment that we had due last week was the fourth 6 weeks project progress. Remember when we were in groups and you all had a section on the chart that you were filling out to say, okay, by the fourth 6 weeks, I'll have this done. By the fifth 6 weeks, I'll have this done so that, you know, I can complete my project on time. That's what I'm grading at the end of the fourth 6 weeks. So I'm going to go back to that chart, and you need to submit on this assignment here that says fourth 6 weeks project progress. You need to submit whatever you said you were going to finish, you know, or have done. If it's a outline, just link it up there. I know that it might not be done, or maybe you were going to have all of your research done and you're going to supply your sources, or, you know, like all of your research compiled into a document, or maybe you've started on your PowerPoint, like whatever you said was going to be complete at the end of the fourth 6 weeks, I need to check that. So this is where you will submit that. And if you can get those two taken care of, then I'll be able to give you a fourth 6 weeks grade. Now, I do anticipate that there might be some people who ran into more trouble. I did get some emails from people who were like, you know, I'm on my phone, I don't have a lot of data, but I just wanted you to know this is my situation, right? Like when the power came on, my house breaker box exploded and we still don't have electricity and we have to get an electrician. Like, you know, things could be happening. So those people, I'm just going to go ahead and give an incomplete. So if you need a little more time to finish those up or get your stuff together or whatever, then that's fine. But it'll be an incomplete on the report card so that you have time to do that. Now, that doesn't matter to a lot of people because the incomplete turns into a grade later once you submit it. But some people who are doing athletics and, you know, if things like that, it can affect eligibility if you carry an incomplete for more than about a week past report cards. So, you know, I think that now's a good time to extend more time to people if they have things going on. You know, maybe I had another student who was displaced. He had to go and live with his aunt, and she didn't have, you know, reliable internet. So just all kinds of things going on. As if we didn't already have enough that we were dealing with, now we get this other mess on top of it. So I think that the thing is just to be flexible, be patient, and, you know, I'm trying to do that. So grades, I'm going to turn them in on Thursday, but like I said, if either one of these two are not done, it'll be an incomplete. So if you need more time, just go ahead and do that. Questions on either one of those? They're asking me some questions last period about the scholarship proof evidence type stuff. Saw a tweet that said 2020 tested our immune systems, 2021 is testing our survival. Yeah, well, I need to start watching those shows on the Discovery Channel about would you survive, because I'm going to stop saying, can it get any worse, because it just keeps getting worse. I don't know. I don't mean to laugh at it, but I don't need to say that anymore, because as soon as I say, well, it can't get any worse. Oh, really? Let's turn off your electricity for 3 days. See how you think about it then. Yeah. And for some people, that's, you know, life and death. 2022. What's 2022 going to be about then, Erica? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's talk about where we are with projects and things like that. This is a B week, so do make sure that you finish your formatives today and also on Wednesday. And you should be working on your next batch of scholarships. There is a lot of information over here under scholarship tools. I keep adding things there as I find out about them. And now's a flurry of tweets also. So if you're not following WEHS Counseling or me or somebody on Twitter, if you're a Twitter person, you might want to do that. They also have stuff on Instagram, but not as much. For example, I retweeted, there's Fig doing a lot of retweeting. That's the one I wanted. I do a lot of retweeting of informational stuff. Like, for example, this one's about getting FEMA money ASAP in case anybody needs that. There's some phone numbers, the counties that were declared disaster areas and that sort of thing. But then I will also retweet things like, here's a scholarship for juniors from State Farm with a link to apply to it. I'm, update school stuff. So, here's another scholarship for the class of 2022. So there's another junior scholarship. So I do try to retweet that sort of thing. If you have a Twitter, you might follow me, or you can follow the school. Where's the one with the scholarship? From the school. Maybe didn't retweet that. I don't know. The WEHS Counseling does a lot of scholarships too. So I think also we'll be getting the, I keep going to that one. Oh, my internet connection is unstable. We'll be getting the local scholarships fairly soon, hopefully. They might have had a setback because of last week, but you should be working on those. And just take screenshots of the email that they send you. A lot of those scholarships will generate an email to you saying thank you for applying or whatever. Or when you're done applying, it goes to the screen that says, you've completed your application. You just need to take a screenshot of that and submit it. Also, you should be working on your semester projects. I'm going to put you in your groups for a little bit today. Not everybody's here today, but I do want you to touch base for a couple of different things. First of all, I want you to, talk about if you need any help with your project, maybe you need some help finding some resources, talk to your group members about that, because you guys are working on a similar topic. Maybe people in your group have seen things that would be able to help you for your project, your specific project. Also, I would like for you to use the time today to talk a little bit about your website. If your webmaster is present today, then talk a little bit how that's coming, maybe share how that's looking. Each group is kind of handling that in a different way. Some groups have a webmaster and everybody's submitting things to the webmaster and then the webmaster is putting it on the website. Other groups, the webmaster created the website and is kind of like, organizing it and sprucing it up, but everybody's putting their own content onto the website. Whatever way you guys decide, but maybe discuss that a little bit. I think maybe next week I will have a meeting, like we'll do some breakout rooms, and then I'll have a separate breakout room for the webmaster so I can talk to them about how it's coming with the progress on their websites. But I kind of wanted to see what people submit for their progress for this week before I do that. So I'll probably do that next week. But I want you to talk about that. Also, if there's anybody who's not showing up to your group, maybe most groups have some sort of group chat, or you can email the people in your group. Maybe reach out to them and see if they're okay, if they need anything, or if they need any help for their projects. And if you can't get a hold of somebody from your group, let me know, especially this week, because I want to reach out to them and make sure that they're okay, that there aren't any students that need things, and we could help them with that. So If you try to reach out to the people in your group and you're just not getting an answer, just shoot me an email real quick so that I know who it is that you're having trouble meeting up with. But this is why I made groups where you're working together on a project, but what you're doing is your grade. You're not dependent on those other people. You don't have to spend time convincing them to come and work. That's not going to affect your grade. But just out of humanitarian care for each other, let's try to reach out and encourage each other, either motivation wise or, you know, after the storm, if people need something, we want to be able to help them. So, all right, so maybe also third thing, talk a little bit about how you plan to configure your research. You're coming up with all of your information, but how are you putting it together? Is it going to be an infographic? Is it going to be a video? Is it a slideshow? Maybe talk a little bit about that in your group too, and maybe get some ideas from your classmates if you're unsure. Maybe you're between two different, I'm not sure if I should do a PowerPoint or make a video. Maybe talk about that in your group a little bit today too. Our next class meeting will be next Monday. So on purpose, I'm trying not to meet on Wednesdays or on Fridays when we have an A week so that you have extra time to work. So you don't have to listen to me blab and you can just work on your research and your project. So our next class will be on Monday next week, which is March 1st, believe it or not, March next week. So the reason I say that is because I'm going to put you in your groups and then your group can decide when you're finished with your discussions for today. I do want you to touch on these things that I've listed here under the lesson, just to keep everybody, you know, working along. And I'll come and visit the groups too, but you guys can decide when you're finished for today and dismiss yourselves out of your groups. Are there any questions before I go ahead and put you into your subgroups? Nope. Okay. Nope. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that then, and I'll come and visit your group in a few minutes.